Hey guys, this is Kristin from KristinCoaching.com. Welcome back and thank you for joining me for this video today. This is kind of a part 2 to my other video that I did the other day that had to do with the 3 types of mindsets you need to have when your boyfriend and girlfriend ask for space in the relationship and they want a break. This video is going to talk about the 5 steps that you need to do when your boyfriend and girlfriend asks for a space in the relationship or wants a break in the relationship, okay? 5 steps you need to do. This is going to help boost your confidence during this time apart. It's going to give you the step-by-step play of kind of the actions that you need to take to really take care of yourself and think about things and get through this hard time as best and as confidently as possible. So I'm super excited to talk about this content today. So before we get into it, please smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already. Click on that bell right there and you'll get a notification every time I create a new relationship video for you, okay? So let's dive into the content and let's help you through this hard time because I really want to be there for you. I get so many questions about, you know, my boyfriend or girlfriend wants space from me. You know, what do I do? And I'm so confused. This is such a hard time, and my heart goes out to you. I get it. I've been through breaks in my relationship with my current relationship. I've been through breaks in past relationships. It's probably one of the most difficult things to go through because it's such a rocky time in your relationship, and you don't know what the future holds. So it's hard. Okay. So the first thing you need to do when your significant other wants a break from you, a break in the relationship, some space, whatever you want to call it, is you need to give it to them, okay? Now, when I say you need to give it to them, you either need to not break up with them because you're not willing to give it to them. Other than that, you need to give it to them. You know, you don't really have a choice. And I actually I want to steer you away from breaking up, okay? I don't think that is the solution when your significant other needs some time apart. The best decision to make is to give them that space, okay? I think if you decided to break up with them right when they needed that space, that is going to, you know, that's a decision that you're making that I think pretty irrationally and out of nowhere, because you wouldn't break up with them if they didn't ask for the space in the first place, right? So I think it's a knee-jerk reaction that you don't need to do, okay? So give them the space and give them that respect that they need in that time apart. Think about if the roles were reversed and you needed some time to think about things and you needed some time apart. I would want your significant other to give that to you. And I'm sure you would want that as well. So as hard as it is, okay, I think you need to respect that space, okay? Number 2, this piggybacks on number 1 on something that you need to do, is you don't want to make sudden decisions about their relationship. Oftentimes people think like, oh, should I just, dump them during this break because they're going to dump me? Maybe I should just say it's over and say I'm done. Don't make any sudden decisions, okay? Take this time, even though it's not your decision and you don't necessarily want time apart, you're going to take this time to self-reflect, okay? And you're not going to make any knee-jerk reaction decisions about your relationship. You're not going to decide to break up. You're not going to, make decisions to, whatever it is. Just give the space and allow it, okay? That's really, really important. And I'm going to talk about later of what I mean by that. But don't break up. Allow that space, okay? That's step number 1 and number 2 that is really important that you need to do, okay? The third thing that kind of segues next of something that you need to do is you have to start reducing your emotional effort into the relationship. Listen, prior to this break, right, you were probably putting everything you needed into the relationship. You were invested into it. You were putting your emotions, your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings all into your relationship and all into your significant other. So when your significant other wants time apart and wants a break, you got to put your emotional effort on hold and on pause, because when that's not being reciprocated by your significant other because they're putting that wall up, they need some space from you, who are you going to give that to, right? So you got to pull back that effort, okay? And you got to start focusing on yourself, which leads me into tip number 4 of something that you need to do. You got to work on your self-care. Okay, you don't really have a choice, right? Because you don't have any area to put that emotional effort onto except for yourself, right? So you got to take care of yourself. That is tip number 4 that you need to do. So So what do I mean by taking care of yourself? I mean that you need to start hanging out with your friends, your family members, diving into something that you really enjoy, whether it's a hobby, whether it's your workplace, some type of a passion. Taking care of yourself, doing activities, hanging around with people that make you feel good is going to make you as strong and happy as possible during this difficult time in your break and in your relationship right now, because the relationship isn't over, it is just on pause, right? So you got to take care of yourself. That's huge. I want you to work out. I want you to eat right. I want you to do things that make you feel good, meditate, whatever that is. Take care of yourself and start focusing on yourself. Again, when we're in that relationship and we're not on a break, we have to put effort into our relationship and make sure that, you're a partnership and a team. But when breaks happen and things are on pause, it's time to be selfish and focus on you, okay? That's super important, making yourself as happy, as healthy, as good of a person as you can be, okay? So that's crucial. That takes time. Use this time to work on you, okay? That's really important, and you're gonna feel so much better if you do, okay? So you're going to find yourself through the self-care, like I mentioned. Last but not least, number 5. You're going to understand that obviously this break is going to come to an end at some point, okay? So tip number 5 is that you are going to need to have the strength to end the relationship when the time is up for you. Let's just say that, because you can't wait forever, right? And I talked about this mindset to have, that you need to have a time limit on how long of a break you're going to have. That's in my other video. So when that time is up, and if your significant other is not ready to end the break, then you need to make that strong, confident decision to end the relationship, because you cannot wait forever. That's not fair to you. It's not fair that your needs are not being met. So when the time is up, and if your significant other is not ready to get back and they still don't know what they want, then I think that is the time that you guys need to actually call it a permanent separation. And maybe at some point in the future, you guys can reconnect and see if you want to rekindle the situation. But when the time limit is up, you have to make the decision to end it. That is really, really important, because you're not taking care of yourself and your needs are not being met if you're going to be waiting forever on the break, okay? Because this is about you as well, and it is about getting your needs met too, okay? So I know that's a difficult decision to make, but it's also really important. Usually in breaks, from what I've seen from people who are writing me and my experience with the breaks, is usually the break does end and your significant other decides, okay, I'm ready again to discuss our relationship. Before you even get to the point of feeling like you're going to end it or you're going to have to end it, it usually doesn't get there, but it does in some cases, and that's why I wanted to tell you this step in case that does happen for you, okay? Because that's kind of the last case scenario, but it is important, and it does happen in breaks, okay? So these are the 5 steps that I need you to do. I'm going to talk about them one more time. You got to give them the space. You got to give your significant other that respect and allow that space to happen. You're not going to make that sudden decision to just end the relationship on a knee-jerk reaction, okay? You're going to allow the break to happen. You are going to reduce your emotional effort that you put in the relationship. Number 4, you're going to start taking care of yourself and doing that self-care that we talked about. And 5, you're going to end the relationship when the time is up, if need be, okay? I hope this helps. This is all for you to get through this break the healthiest way possible, the best way possible for you. I want you to feel strong during this time apart. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel like, hey, I got this. I can do this. I'm going to work on myself, and I'm going to be the best person I can be. So for when we do get back together, I'm going to be a better partner. And if we don't get back together, I'm still going to be an amazing partner to the next person that I'm with, okay? You got to work on that confidence, that self-esteem, that sense of independence. That's super critical, super huge, okay? So if you have any questions about these steps, please comment below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, like I always do. Thank you so much for putting in the time to watch this video. I really appreciate your support, and I definitely look forward to my next video for you, okay? This is Kristin from KristinCoaching.com, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.